are diving in today about powerful spirit numbers 1111, 222, 333. Are these significant? Are these powerful times? Let's dive in. I'm going to just let you know what I think about this. My name is Rebecca Abraxas. We go live as a tribe every Friday. Be sure to click that bell because it's a different time each Friday. All right, so let's dive in. Is 1111 a powerful number? Is it a powerful day? What gives something power? What makes something have power? So let me know in the comments your experiences with 1111, 222, 333. What I've known is that I think we give power to this. So that's why I really want to know your stories and how much power do we have over external things? How much power do we give to external things? How much power do we have to manifest external things? These are the questions, right? Now, what I know from my own knowing and from what I have learned through the teachings of Abraham Hicks is that if you feel like 1111 or 222 or 333 is powerful for you and you keep seeing it, go for it. Ride on the momentum. Have fun with it. If you believe it's giving you power, then it is. You give the power to the number, not vice versa. The number doesn't give you power, okay? You've got all the power. You've got the power. You've got all the power. You've got all the power. Let me say it again. You have all the power. So, however, this is an interesting thing because if enough people give one thing power, there's momentum there, right? So I think about like a mantra that's been used, right? Sanskrit mantras been used for thousands of years, right? There's power, there's energy there. There's attention, there's focus, there's a certain intention there. And there's some power there when you say it. You kind of tap into that. So could November 11th be a powerful day? Maybe. Maybe because the collective has named it powerful for so long that there's a lot of momentum there. There's a lot of juju there. But in my perspective is that we're giving it power, okay? Now think about this. November 11th is a construct of the 3D collective to try to create form and structure and clarity out of chaos, right? It's a linear form and structure. Any time management is a linear form and structure that's trying to create clarity and less chaos out of the abyss of the universe. It's a 3D construct, our calendar. So why would we give our power when we're awakening and ascending and raising our vibration to something that's a linear construct from the 3D collective that we are evolving out of? Let me know what you think about that. So when you have the power, you get to make every day that powerful, right? Now, sometimes if we are giving power out here to different days, different structures, different colors, different people, different rituals, different whatever, if we're giving the power, what if we took our power back from that? Would we be more potent? Would we be more powerful? Whatever that means. Or if you want to give your power to these different significant frequencies out here, what is that doing to your vibrational set point, right? Because where are you? So, like for me, I am every day, several times a day, connecting to my highest self, my source highest self, which vibrationally, if you're looking at linearly, like it's more expanded than these numbers and rituals and colors and gurus and stuff like that. So if you're tuning into this, but you're giving your attention to these frequencies that actually are lower than your highest source self, are you going to go on a roller coaster, vibrational roller coaster ride for your day? You bet. So vibrational alignment, what are you vibrating with? Where are you allowing yourself to set your set point, vibrational set point for the day? Now, if you're setting your vibrational set point here, and it also depends on where you are in your awakening and ascension process. Because if you're here vibrationally, right, and if you're just stepping out to some different perspectives in high 3D and low 4D, then this may be a jump. But please know, there are people all over the internet giving 1111 and 222 and 333 power and honor. But you may be past that frequency. Just like when you're looking all over the internet for light language, there is a whole slew of vibrations in light language, depending on where it is, where that person's set point is for the day, where they've cultivated themselves in their awakening and ascension process. You have to be aware of where you want to play vibrationally. So for me, playing and giving power to 1111 seems like a drop in frequency. It seems like something that I'm going to wobble my vibrational set point with. My vibrational set point I want at source, at my highest self source. So it's like, why would I play with things that are in a lower consciousness? Not lower conscious, like it's giving our power to something that you've already expanded past. So sometimes we get on autopilot, even in spirituality and awakening and ascension, we get on autopilot. Oh, special day. Oh, the whole collective is doing this and that. But please don't. Please be aware of what you are focusing on in the spiritual niche, in the awakening niche. We're not all in the same place. Just like every person is on their own journey in this awakening and ascension journey. Every person is popping to awareness at different times. And this isn't a hierarchy. This isn't a better than. This is my message to you to say, wake up and step into your own awareness. Do not let the internet or certain people tell you that this is more powerful than you. You may be beyond that program. I guess that's all I really wanted to say today. And if 222 and 333 is coming into your world, and every time you see that number, you feel like something good's happening, that's you programming that number for you. That's you like setting an alarm for yourself that says, oh, remember the greatness, have gratitude. Oh, every time I see 222, something amazing is going to happen. You program that. That's your power. Your higher self made that program. It's a fun program. Cool. That's really cool. Every time you see 222, wonderful things happen. That's a cool program. I might play that program because it's like an alarm. It's like I set, a lot of times I set my alarm on my watch or my clock on my phone to breathe and expand my energy and clear my field. And when that alarm goes off, I make sure like I expand out, I tune into my higher self. So what if that's kind of the program you set up with 222, 111, 333? Now I play with those numbers because some people in my social media, because some people are alerted to those. Some people, like I said, they set the alarm when they see 111, they say yes to it because they've made the program that, oh. So I'm just saying, it's just like you can use it, you can give power to it, but you have to do it consciously and with awareness. And any type of autopilot that we're living by, physically, emotionally, spiritually, really does need to be unhooked. Okay? As we step into higher dimensions, higher frequencies, higher in our ascension process, We can no longer live on autopilot and set forms and structures. We have to question the forms and structures every day, even if they're spiritual forms and structures, even if they're energetic forms and structures, even if there's vibrational forms and structures. You know, be a living contradiction, okay? It's okay. It's okay to be a living contradiction, which means that one day you're saying, yeah, I align with this. Yeah, this feels good. And the next day, like, no, don't, it's okay. People will call you out on it, but what you're doing is living in the present moment. You are being aware of what works one day and what doesn't work another day. I'm vibrationally aligned with this today and not vibrationally aligned with this today. That's okay. That's you expanding. That's you living present moment consciousness. So who wants to be a living contradiction with me? So by all means, have fun. If 1111 today or 222 or whatever 333 gets you to meditate, gets you to feel good, go for it. But please do it with consciousness. And please know that you are giving that power. And you are the power. And you have the power. Yeah, you do. So, beautiful being, what do you know about your own power? What do you know about living on autopilot? What do you know about unhooking from autopilot, unhooking from 3D collective, unhooking from 3D, 4D spirituality? It's a really good question. It's a really good thing to kind of take a look at. And it's hard. It's hard. Like, I can't even tell you how many times I've had to relook at things. And, I'm a trained ritualist. I'm a trained yogi. I've, there's so many things that I've had to unhook from. Oh, I'm a holy fire Reiki master. I've had to unhook from that form and structure. There's so many forms and structures that I've had training in, that I've spent time in, that I have communities in, that I've had to unhook from because I'm not willing to live on autopilot. And I even created like businesses around this stuff, and then had to redo my business because it wasn't a vibrational match anymore. So would you be willing to be that committed to getting off of all autopilot and really tuning in to where you are vibrationally, and be willing to not engage anymore with the things that lower your frequency, that are a form and structure that just don't align with you anymore? And know that, it can change, like I said. And the next day you're like, oh, I'm going to send Reiki to someone, because that's the frequency that they can recognize and appreciate. But I don't give Reiki to myself anymore. It's just not vibrationally aligned anymore. But I can send it to someone because it's kind of like this. Everyone's at a different trajectory along the awakening and ascension journey. And so like thinking about communicating with someone. If you're communicating with someone and you're going to talk about, the metaverse and the different dimensions and living on different planets, and you're going to talk to them about just like, quantum theory and entanglement theory and all this stuff. And they've never heard anything about it. They've never functioned from that way. They've never even, they're like telling them that stuff is just gonna go over their head, right? Like, it's just not even gonna land. They're gonna think that you should go into some serious mental support, and they're not gonna get it. So you really wouldn't talk that way to someone, right? You would probably just talk to someone in more of your commonality, right? And it's kind of the same way vibrationally. So one, like, would you even have a conversation with someone and with that stuff? You would kind of stay on a similar topic, right? Same thing vibrationally. Everything's a vibration. So where are you going to sit and play with people vibrationally? And if there's a big enough gap, you're probably not even gonna want to have them in your life vibrationally, because you're just like, you just can't connect with it, right? You can't align with it. It just doesn't make sense to hang out together, right? You know, I have my boys talk about their friend groups, right? Like, what's your friend group vibrationally? There's people that you're just gonna weed out of the garden because you're just like, yeah, you're just not a match anymore, right? You know, we just can't communicate vibrationally or like emotionally. We just have two different paradigms we're living from. It doesn't mean you don't care about them or you don't wish them well. It's just that, you know, we graduated out of the friend group. Gosh, when I was a kid, like, you know, I had several best friends that I loved. I loved hanging out with them. And then something just drifted us apart. And I remember just feeling so frustrated by that. And you know, they went to like the popular group, and I wasn't willing to be part of any group. I really liked individual people, but like just being part of like a group didn't work for me. And so I had friends in all different groups, but I lost friends because they wanted to go be only in that group or only in that group. Now that I think about it, maybe they were just really honoring their frequency and just really wanted to be around that. I tend to kind of be vibrationally compatible with everyone when I was younger, and now I'm starting to reel it in. Oh my gosh. This is kind of an epiphany. This is why I love doing these videos. All of a sudden I'm like, whoa. I'm getting more selective vibrationally, right? Just like my friend who went off with the popular group or whatever, another group of people. There's something about being able to touch base with all different people, but there's also something true to you if you're willing to be around people that have a vibrational set point that you have. And like, so that's interesting, isn't it? So there's no right or wrong, but it does offer some interesting paradigms to sit with here, you know? What do we want to do vibrationally? Is your life working for you doing the roller coaster, the vibrational roller coaster like this? Or you're like, I just want to sustain my set point here. Then maybe we go over here and to where the vibrational set point is, right? And maybe when we get really good at our vibrational set point and we set it, then we can go kind of play in all different vibrations. So there's that too. But I digress, because this this is a video about where we give our power. So what are you going to give your power to? Are you going to really work on sustaining that set point? To do that, we might have to pull our power back from the things that we're giving power to out here that don't match our sovereign higher self. So I guess that's the biggest point of this video. Let's continue the conversation tomorrow, Friday, on our live stream. So come on over, live stream. I'm not exactly sure what time I'm going to do it. So click the bell, you'll get a notification. And I will put in my community page tomorrow morning what time I'm planning on doing it. All right, beautiful being. If you are curious about these conversations, if you want to really bring your vibrational set point up and really sustain that and see some different things in your life unfold for the highest good, and you want support with that, go to my website, RebeccaAbraxas.com. There's lots of things there. Be happy to do a free consultation, free discovery call. There's 3-month immersions, there's email coaching, there's different programs that I've just launched, online programs you can do at your own pace. So be sure to check out RebeccaAbraxas.com if you could use some support spiritually and vibrationally in your life. I'd be so honored to support you. All right, I will see you on the live Fridays live stream. Namaste.